is a lion wolf in the midnight.
There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And welcome to the King of the Castle stream. Let me give you the game audio. Listen a little bit of it. And we are officially live. So, good evening to everyone who's already here with me. And you will have the chance to join the game in just a moment. And today, New Dynasty, I'll be playing as King Eric of the Narudaran Dynasty.
Yeah, I'll have to do that. Oh, look,
So-
I'm the only one who figured it out.
Yeah, apparently not. So, it is once again time to figure out which three factions will be partaking.
Partating.
So, I haven't done this in such a long time that I don't have any poll presets. So, let me just quickly make the poll. Yeah, as you can see, I'm very prepared. I mean, I already know that if we get the Grandees, they're gonna go for Heresy. Okay, from now on, you have 2 minutes. 1 sec. You have 2 minutes to partake in this poll and choose which faction you would like to see. Also, sadly, the Twitch guidelines did not allow me to name the counts as their rightful name.
Really?
No, I had to...
continuing the age-old tradition after the...
They have rebelled like 3 times already.
One of which was successful.
Okay. Okay. Oh wait, you have timer running. And yes, additional votes with your odds are enabled.
Not interested.
Just saying.
Goddammit, I also haven't updated my questionnaire list. Whatever. And there's still I still built up a backlog of things I can ask.
Okay, seems like we have a decision at the moment, though there's still like 30 seconds left, so maybe someone is really interested in spending all of his fuel rods to push his agenda.
No. My agenda is already pushed successfully.
Always the same. Okay. There we go. We will be using the patricians, the barons, and the grandees. You may now join. By typing !join into the Twitch chat. Also, players who own the game can type !join and then the region they would like to join a specific region.
Ah.
So, if anyone really wants to be a grandee for some reason, they can do that. Also, I think it's just gonna be... I think barons is enough. And I will also go ahead and assign roles.
Give me a minute.
Oh, the game actually guessed my mistyping of that correctly.
Oh. Owen,
Okay.
you're a patrician.
So,
Pollock,
goddammit,
you're
now I
a
Utilize.
baron. And
The
Zanok is a
classical.
grandee.
I can't utilize the whole pronoun thing. Whatever.
I mean, yeah, you can't pick your pronouns as the Apache attack helicopter. That doesn't work, sadly.
I was picking Warhawk instead.
Ah, well. Freya was still waiting for you. Hey, there we go. So, that is all the people that are present in this watch channel, so let us begin the game. A few notes to the way we play. Everyone will read themselves. So, if your character pops up on the stream, you have the privilege of voicing yourself. And the other thing is, throughout we will be randomly assigning characters to people, like for example the Chancellor, and I will be reading the King, obviously, and the narrator. Also, I mean, everyone here has played the game, but should I just explain the basics again?
I've never played this game.
Ah,
I'm gonna need all the explanation.
Stop lying. You've hosted once.
yeah,
I don't want to get back into the debauchery you did.
I actually deleted that channel.
That video, and good.
Oh, well, the video just never made it to any other place. No, but like, if you go into the Patrician's channel, you'll notice that it's weirdly empty. Because I thought there was a bit too much bullshit going on into that one, so I archived it. And I also did that with another channel. I think it's Chiefs, that also got a spring cleaning. But I deleted that channel instead of archiving it because I forgot. So yeah, that happened. But yeah, world map. Every season we have 3 events that lead to some sort of decision. Well, it just works like normally, but instead of voting in a browser, you vote via Twitch chat. I will explain all of that as we get to it. So, let's start right away. Let's start with the council introduction. Not again, Zanok. Not again. Okay, I would like a Chancellor, please. Not so many volunteers. Okay, Radamon, you have been chosen.
Fine. Now that you are the king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the wealthy coast, the scorching south, and of course the bleak march.
Welcome, Mars.
Hey, Mars didn't
Hey,
die.
Mars. Yeah, we already started, but you haven't missed anything.
Okay.
Important.
Anything. Really. You will be, a patrician.
I will be a petition.
Yeah, because that's the thing we have the least of at the moment.
Oh,
Well, speaking of which, I shall introduce myself to the patricians of the coast, where we meet Owen Zombies.
A pleasure, Your Serene Highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign.
Now I shall introduce myself to the Grandees of the South, where we meet Zenok. Fuck!
May the ninth God bless your reign, your majesty. I trust you will conduct yourselves with honor and faith, and find them fish people.
No, not again. I'm
And
getting
lastly,
flashbacks already.
the Barons of the March.
Ill and with met, my liege. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape. Hmm?
Why are all these introductions always the same? It's so boring.
Bore, did you add on the King of the Castle?
Oh, I forgot the extension!
Yeah.
Yep, sorry about that! I haven't done this in such a long time. I'm sorry.
Dude, that is okay. It's okay.
It should be added now.
It's working now.
Sorry about that.
Although, it thinks I haven't joined yet, which is interesting.
Oh well. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand my favor. I sigh and sit back. Is this what the council is like? No wonder my father told me to avoid the throne at all costs, but I didn't listen.
Well, your father currently is screaming in the void. And
Well,
I think
he did meet an untimely end with a certain separatist declaration. And that's a reference only one person will get. Continue onwards, the path to victory. We need someone sneaky breaky.
Your Majesty, when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Yes, how will you be remembered?
Don't worry.
The thing is, if I pick... Well, we don't have the cunts. So farming is actually a mostly safe bet. But with like trade, military, and faith, that's exactly the one of the potential schemes of the three factions.
Yes.
So I think I'm gonna be a peacekeeper.
That's what you did the first time.
Boring.
Freya, you're already in.
Oh, sorry, I'm a bit lost.
Well, Mars.
Admirable aim. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's stability as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty.
And lastly, it's time for me. It's time for me to get thrown into the river. Sorry, I mean talk about the coronation.
Who knows? Perhaps you'll be blessed by the ninth god. Oh, Sigmar.
Ren,
Oh no.
Hmm?
you're the chancellor.
Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time.
Why the hurry?
Well, to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back.
We wouldn't want that, I suppose.
As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation.
Of course.
It's a real mystery. Shall we call the nobles in?
If we absolutely have to. So, it's time
Yes.
for voting. The way this will work is we will be voting via Twitch chat. And you will type !vote and then the letter corresponding to the option you want. And you can see the options right here, what they will do, all of this. Oh, not yet. Only when we start the vote.
Well, there's slow mode on or some shit.
No, but that's just Twitch's general spam protection. We shall start the vote now.
I still can't even send the message.
You can't? Should I just
There we go.
Why?
there.
What the heck?
wait.
You are making interesting choices.
Well, voting tied, that means I get to choose.
Yes.
I wonder what you will pick.
Do you? What do you
Hmm.
want?
Well, I'm gonna be thrown into a river.
What a surprise!
It gives me stability. What else would I pick?
I don't know, not getting yeeted into the Lego River City.
It is decided the king will be thrown into the river. May he find a fish person.
Every fish joke, bossing.
Let me get changed out of my nice robes. The nobles pick me up and carry me out to the Treadwater River, hurling me into the shallow water with a cheer.
A man has fallen into the river in Lego
Ahem! Ahem! A cheer!
Ah, yay!
When I climb up back up the bank, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forwards and places the crown upon my head. Is it my imagination or some of the nobles' stifling giggles?
Definitely your imagination, my lord.
Truly, truly. Well then, let us
I
advance.
saw the barons laugh at you.
And it's time for the scheme of the patricians. Marcus of the Lord of Mars family, infamous Navy Admiral, scribbled with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration. Mars.
Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more lenient than that of King Eric. Something must be done.
Oh yeah, what shall be done?
Oh
fuck.
What shall be done?
Great stability.
Oh, that's only one of 3 stages.
Mars, that didn't seem to do anything?
I haven't done anything yet.
Oh yeah, you guys need to vote, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I am doing it. We can do this.
Ow. Oh, we'll see how this goes. So, scheme is intimidation. The patricians plan to hold the king hostage in his own palace. First, they must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the patricians must raise stability to 5 or... Are you fucking kidding me?
Walked into that step by
Well, that
yourself,
happened quickly.
willingly.
Break the king.
The barons. Baldric of the Freya bloodline, infamous marcher prodigy, stands before a blazing whatever the fuck, shouting and swearing.
When have the barons marched back down from a fight? Never. Sorry, I have a bit of acid reflux. I know you would do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne.
Doppelgänger Propaganda Gunpowder.
Oh, not gunpowder again. Fuck.
Gunpowder plot.
I hope you're gonna blow up the castle.
Aim.
Last time gunpowder, I blew up myself.
Well, Freya, you still have time to vote.
Yeah.
Oh, what happens? Let's hope nobody blows
What a
up.
surprise.
Except the king.
You gonna be Guy Fawkes?
Gunpowder. The Republic of Curve has this substance called gunpowder. It's some sort of black science.
Of course you had to make that.
With enough of that, the barons could take over the kingdom. Of course, a sensible king would never allow one region to hoard such a thing. To do so secretly, the barons must ensure their trading partners don't fear the king's wrath. To advance the scheme, the barons must lower authority to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Fuck's sake. Grandees. Peppy of the Zenok lineage. Peppy. Really. Powerful southern orator stands bathed in sunshine, ranting in a fury.
A false pretender occupies the throne whilst my claim is ignored. Grandees of the South, this is a stain on our honor. We must not allow it to go unanswered.
You can do sorcery.
Eh? What? What matter of heresy is that?
Holy sorcery.
Well, make your choice. Further, not excommunication.
Oh, I wonder why. Whatever. Faith in the throne also works.
The grandee claimant Peppy has been chosen by the ninth god to be the next monarch. They have promised... Oh, that's that one, okay. They have promised the first miracle, food for all. To advance the scheme, the grandees must raise their farming to 5... or more, enforce... How did all 3 of you already...
2 of the 3 were picked mainly because of your choices. The third one, luck. Or
I see this kingdom is looking very stable.
So what will you do?
Uh,
Bribe us? What will you do?
Sorry?
Will you bribe us?
We're not really enough people for this to really be funny, so let's go with golden choice, yeah. The bribery is gonna be real. Oh god.
wow, bad
Birthday.
things.
Fuck's sake. Also, what happened to the south?
Um,
What's up?
expansion of the march?
No.
Like, the coast is massive.
What?
What is with this world map?
What? What matter of?
Patricians have purchased a lot of land. Let's be clear here.
Okay, let's do a new plague.
My liege, the march have been struck with plague, and not just any plague, a dancing plague.
What kind of dance?
All kinds. For the most popular is when you shake your arms back and forth. My god, all this shit across your body. The youth call it a tread, though I have no idea what that means. It's really touching. It affects everyone, even dogs and cats. We don't know how it started, but it's spreading quickly. Whole villages are dancing themselves half to death.
What shall we do? Quarantine the affected villages, pass a law that forbids dancing, or let it be? How bad is dancing anyway?
How bad is dancing? Let's be real.
Just gonna do that,
Alright.
and off you guys go.
Well, this seems to not really matter on the vote.
Okay, we shall quarantine the affected villages. Though the move seems drastic to some, it is the only way to be sure this plague does not become a serious problem. The barons agree to enforce your quarantine. Only time will tell if it's an effective solution or not. Oh fuck, this is gonna come back. Well, an untimely death.
50-50 coin toss.
Yeah.
Already!
Murder!
That was quick.
Already! More kids and murdered, and I know who did it.
Let it begin.
Congratulations, you're now Polak the second. That was fast.
Hey,
It was Grady, Zenfire, fight a knife. Don't let them deny it.
I won't deny that I killed the venerable Baron. That.
Polak.
Polak.
Yep, that. But it was no murder. He agreed to an honorable duel, which I won by cheating.
Great God, it was no duel. It was cold-blooded killing. What reason would my parent possibly have to duel you in the first?
you go get some water.
The reason for any duel is between the challenger and the challengee. A privateer, a private matter not fit for this council.
We don't have privateers yet, okay?
Sheesh.
You're not gonna pick privateers anyway.
Hold a trial. This grandee is a danger to all in prison. The spy master should investigate to find evidence of this claim, or a duel is a duel, let the accused go free. All of these are bad. So, have fun.
Really? Zedok, I'm on your team, damn it.
And yet you're still an atrocity to existence.
Here you
Throw the
go,
bomb.
Ren.
Thank you,
You
boss.
keep
Okay,
reiterating
Freya?
about the fish people.
Freya, you're the... Well, Freya and Owen. Oh, never mind then.
Well, I know exactly what Sal's going to pick.
Freya didn't vote.
He went
Did
to
you
get
hear
the
it there?
water.
I wonder what's going to be picked. Oh, how come it's such a mystery? What could possibly happen? Oh.
Well, who do I want to piss off more, you or Zedok?
Good.
This grandee is a danger to all. Imprison them.
Correct. Acceptable. Very good. Thank the throne you did it.
Oh, that's definitely not what that says.
Oh, very nice. That's exactly what that says.
It's clear where his wrath now lies, murderer. This is exactly what you...
Yes, it is exactly what we deserve. Thank you.
That also shouldn't that mean that he is dead?
I'm not dead.
I
I'm
suppose.
having a great time in prison.
Well, not yet. Okay. Well, time for the honor guard. One day, I'm walking through the palace gardens when I'm confronted by an unusual sight. One of my palace watchers is standing guard, but instead of a pike, he's holding a mop. Fearlessly defending me from dust, are you? I want someone who can really do a really good badge Scottish accent.
Ren, you're English.
That's not Scottish.
Closer than most of us.
No, we should make Moz do it. Moz will do a great Scottish accent.
No, I'd never do the great song.
Okay, Owen. Owen Zombies, you've won.
Owen!
Last week, a grubby little urchin kicked me in the shins and stole me proper bike. I grabbed the first replacement I could find.
You're an idiot!
Some might praise me for my resourcefulness.
And a marshal.
Let's see. We can probably do it. I can only apologize, Your Majesty. The Palace Watch have been more incompetent than usual recently. It's obvious you need more proper honor guard to protect you.
The marshal is turning more Norwegian by the second.
But first, how can we improve this watch? the watch.
Oh, that's new. Oh, my veto was on cooldown. God damn it.
That is indeed new.
Come on, you can bribe.
Let's spend a fortune on fancy new equipment. Except the bribe. When A gets chosen, everyone gets 500 coins.
No. Keep it right.
Yes.
I must say A. It will do.
Hey.
What was that General Do quote?
Where did you study tactics, boy?
Wrong quote.
Ah.
Wrong
Soon,
quote.
my
There was
watch-
one referring to discipline.
You need some good old-fashioned discipline.
Oh, there we go.
Where are we? Please not doing it.
Soon, my watch is outfitted in gleaming new armor, wielding a pike in each hand to fend off urchins. They are not actually more competent, but they sure look impressive.
Bro.
If one thing thing's clear from this mess is that you need an honor guard who can actually keep you safe, not like these kittens. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guard loyalties will be divided between you and the region. Of course, you can just hire foreign mercenaries. They be loyal to the coin above all.
Well then. Zanok, no negativity.
Eh?
Tell me about the Coastal Gladiators. Who was a patrician? Owen.
A gang of low-born crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them?
Well then, tell me about the Southern Battle Nuns, Zanok.
Terrifying warriors, and they've sworn a vow of silence, so at least they won't spill state secrets. But their faith and loyalty is to the Emperor above all, even your safety.
Good evening, Velmidos. I assume that's none of the people here.
Yes, that is correct.
So, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna once again put out the invite link to the Discord we are on into the chat and pin it. So, Melanie, I'm pinned out end of stream.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Fuck you, Mars.
Hey!
What?
I didn't do anything!
I do
So yeah,
believe it.
in any case, if you want to voice yourself, hop into the voice channel we're in here, and then you don't have to bear with Mars or Owen butchering the voice you have in your head. For your glorious character.
I would do a perfect
Also, let me give you the appropriate role, because we do have text channels for all the factions. So, you can do some coordination away from prying eyes.
And
Or use the
hello,
chat.
Scrodding-do.
For what it's actually meant for.
And not the extensive Salt Spire posting too. Yes, though, so since I'm the server owner, I can seal into all of those text channels, but I'm not gonna do it.
Lies.
Okay, well, in any case, tell me about the Veterans of the March, Freya.
Am I speaking? Oh, wait.
Yes, it's
Okay.
a Baron thing, so yes, you are
Okay.
speaking.
These soldiers have fought more battles than they have hot dinner. They will be uncouth cowards here. No doubt, and won't adapt well to life in palace, but they're loyal and tough as nails.
And just for shits and giggles, what foreign mercenaries do you suggest, Marshal?
A band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bitten Brethren.
Wouldn't it be like a band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands?
From the Tatterlands, yeah. Called the Battle-Bitten
The battle-beaten brethren? Okay, sorry.
Also, they value their bees.
They specialize in kroppsbeskyttelse, but they're costly. And hiring foreigners will betray the lack of confidence in our own kongedømmes fighters.
I'm loving it. Also, welcome to the party, Schröder. Will you also be joining us in voice or just in text? In any case, I have made my decision.
I await your verdict with bated breath, Your Majesty.
I will be acquiring the Southern Nuns.
I will make the arrangement at once.
The Battle Nuns arrive in the palace a few weeks later. They nod to you silently, their solemn steel masks betraying nothing, before filing into formation, behind my throne. And that's a shame, Schrödinger, but I'm sure we can make it work. So, that's that season. Let's move on. Oh, it's time for an auction!
Yeah,
So,
very good.
the way this will work is, on the right you can see all of your guys' pockets, and you can also check that via the Twitch extension, which I hope works for everyone.
Yeah, now it works.
And you will do so by typing !fund, then the letter corresponding to what you want to fund, followed by the amount you want to spend. And the auction will start in 3, 2, 1, now.
Mars, what the?
Oh, it's the
Right.
deer park, Zanok. It's the deer park.
Wait, there is a deer park.
Also, well, I should mention the 2 buildings that are funded the most will get built.
Who found one gold?
You all know what to do. The deer park must stand.
Library must stand.
Deer park is more
We
important.
need a theater.
At the moment, it certainly looks like the deer park and the library will be built.
The deer park is step 1.
Though the cunts aren't here.
It's the thought that counts, alright?
Yeah. So to explain, in the one session where I think the counts actually had a successful, that was a successful rebellion. It was they built the deer park. That put them on the path somehow, and it all spiraled into them rebelling and winning. Though I will say, that win was kinda bullshit because it was RNG.
It was a coin toss. Yes.
Let's do finding a spouse. In the
Oh,
twisty...
my God. What?
Fish people.
What?
Who will read?
Sorry, I will read. In the twisty passage of my castle, I can avoid my advisors, the nobles, even the spy master. But there's one person I can't avoid. Are any females in the cowl?
No.
There can be.
Last I remember, Amon wasn't female.
Velmidos? Do you happen to be a female?
Mm.
I do take the silence as no.
Oh, they're typing. Ah, shame. Okay, well, one of you guys has to get the short straw then. My mother.
I can volunteer for it. I know a great way of bringing that character to life.
Well, then you've volunteered.
Okay, hold on.
Oh no.
I need to prepare more salt spire.
Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year.
This warrants at least 3 extra salt spires.
I've been busy.
You better find the time. Don't worry, I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? I'll search for acceptable.
Should I put this down to a poll?
Yes.
Oh no.
Poll is incoming. Why am I... Oh, whatever. I will allow additional votes because that's more funny, and we're gonna do it for a minute, and poll is live. Also, I would just like to point out that my character is male, so I would prefer to marry a female. Just saying.
Oh, somebody.
Scheiße. Someone is spending their fuel rods right there.
I can't. I don't have any more.
Oh god, please, someone, please, another vote or 2 women, please.
I do not have any more.
Can I rig my own vote?
Yeah, rig your own vote. Rig it.
There we go. Rig it.
Certainly can.
Oh, I don't think I can.
Go on.
No, yeah, unlike you guys, I can only vote once because I have infinite fuel rods. Hey, women won!
Ah!
Nice! I want women.
Yes, I find it. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer.
You can turn the pitch back down.
I mean, I could, but where's the fun in that?
Rat flick.
Okay, let's do, a Plague of Rats. I'm a bit Salt Spire would actually be useful for this. We need a grandee. I'm gonna say Zanuck because it's about rats. That came across very wrong. Grandee Schrödinger strides into the council chambers, distraught, waving a dead rat by its tail.
The fields and barns of the south are run by vermin, and we have no more poison to deal with these horrible things. We can't cope anymore.
Also, Schrödinger wants
Wrong.
you to make the voice sound sad.
Unlikely. Impossible. Too late.
I mean, we have to send them a shipment of cats. We want the Grand Mauser.
The Colonel.
Just bribe us. It is easy, just bribe us.
Wait, what?
See, we are
What?
perfectly united.
Should have been option D, damn it.
Almost.
Wow, there's a set.
Why did I not vote for D? Then again, Saltspire can't be bought. But Kruber.
Grandee Schrödinger bows to you deeply.
I can't thank you enough, Your Holiness.
I sent a caravan of cats over to the south, but at the time they reached their destination they're both hungry and very angry. The perfect rat-catching mindset, closely followed by a band of mercenaries. We shall wait to see what happens. Soon the rats are gone, and most households in the south have a very satisfied cat guarding their food. You hope kittens don't become a problem. Succeeded, defiance went down.
No Colonel.
No Colonel Mauser, that's a shame. And now, an impassioned plea. Wait.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, okay, oh, so you aren't actually dead yet. That's new. Marshall.
I'm having a blast down here.
Your Majesty, the Grandee Jetfire, the Grandee you imprisoned for Baron Polk.
Polak.
Murder is asking to speak with you personally. Something about a trial by combat.
Very well. I'll risk my fucking life. I must go on to downstairs to Randamon's cell, in which you find them praying in silence.
Oh, finally you're here. I have something to beg of you. Duels of honor are an integral part of Southern culture. So far, I have not had a proper trial with which to prove my innocence. I humbly ask you to let the Ninth God decide my fate and sanction a trial by combat.
Oh, I'm really liking this option. No, fine. I will allow you a trial by combat.
Smart choice, Your Majesty. Thank you.
You shall combat 3 hungry bears.
Easy.
And a rat ogre. Followed by storm vermin, followed by a spawn of chaos, followed by a dozen storm vermin, followed by 3 packmasters. Good luck.
Amidst dark and
is
foreboding
embarrassing.
forests, a small squat castle stands watch over the Marcher border. There, at the end of the kingdom, a plot is hatching.
Have the merchants from Kiev arrived with the gunpowder?
Not yet. They still feel the king reprisal, not to mention their own government.
And our work is not done. We need to weaken King Eric's grip.
The Baron's aim is to lower authority to 4 or less. Ah. That'll be fine.
Okay, okay.
Not taxing the battlefields? Resource was? Okay.
Before we proceed,
I
I have a few words to spend and questions to ask.
Ach du Scheiße.
Husband, oh no, why?
Okay, I assume you're gonna be starting with a question.
Yes. But that question will depend on what... will determine what question I'll ask. And also, yes, if you answer correctly, no language change. If there is a wrong answer, language change. Which of the 4 factions are we going to talk about? The Soviets, the Allies, the Epsilon, or the Foe and Rebellion? Revolt, sorry.
Let's do the Soviets.
Okay. The Latin Confederation in Mental Omega has a certain tank that is called the Mini Apocalypse tank. What's the name of that tank?
I assume it's not the mini apocalypse tank, as you just said.
Yes.
Am I gonna get options?
I would have to cook those up.
I know nothing about Mental Omega.
So give me a moment.
Shall we continue?
Huh?
Okay, you can continue for 1 month. Or
Could have sworn I've given you a role. Oh no, you didn't pick when I was doing that. Okay, let's do the trial by combat. It's the day of Grandi Renamon's trial, and half the city has turned out to watch the spectacle.
Yeah, I'm popular.
No, who
Oh,
was
wait.
the Chancellor?
Renamon is the Chancellor.
Yeah.
Am I? Oh. Grandi Me will be fighting a champion of the crown, your majesty. Whoever draws first blood wins. Who will represent you in the pit? I recommend you fight yourself, your majesty.
I will not
Exchange.
fight myself.
Up the
Oh.
button.
The Marshal, of course.
Don't worry, Your Majesty, I won't let you down.
Let's get it underway, shall we?
The fighters don their armor and weapons and face each other in a small fighting pit.
I take great pleasure in this, and I must be free. I will try to strike lightly, my friend.
I shall sit back and watch the show. I take a sip of my drink as the bout begins. Both fighters move like dancers, attack like vipers, and circle each other like wolves closing in on their prey. It's a hard-fought battle, but in the end it's Renamon who draws first blood. Cheers erupt in the southern stands, while the barons sit in silence.
If you had some...
That's not fair, you bastard. The sun was in my eyes. Okay.
Should have agreed to this. Trial by combat doesn't prove anything.
Also, I think you are muting yourself a bit too early again. Because, like, it's always cutting off the beginning of what you're saying and the end of what you're saying.
Right, I'm sorry.
No worries. Grandi Renamon is released immediately. Hopefully that will be the end of his squabble.
Oh,
You should
praise
really
Ubu.
call in one of the Sisters of Battle.
Okay, do you have options?
Yes, I have options now.
Okay, do the options.
You have 5 choices.
Oh god.
The Catastrophe, the Maelstrom, the Mastodon, the Mammoth, and the Colossus. I can write those all in chat if you feel it would.
I think it's the Maelstrom.
And the answer is...
Language change.
Let me
It's
get the
the
time out.
Catastrophe!
Really?
Yes.
You're kidding me. Okay, so, for those of you who don't know what that is...
This will be
Scheiße.
interesting.
One of the many things you can redeem for fuel rods is the language change. It's a very lovely thing that makes everyone speak their native language for 10 minutes. So, as soon as I start this timer, everyone speak your native language.
Can we make random on speak French instead then?
Oh, and anyone who has English as their native language, you now talk gibberish. Because otherwise it would be boring.
Business as usual.
Language I can speak.
Sorry?
I have a local language. I think it's like. Do I just speak my local language?
Well, is English your native language?
Not really. I have a local.
Yeah, then
Malaysian language.
do that.
Okay.
So,
Can I just switch to microwave?
no.
Aw.
Die Zeit läuft jetzt. Machen wir weiter mit möglichen Optionen. Meine Mutter, bitte.
Oh wait, I need to do the voice again.
Don't forget.
French.
Don't-
I have 3 potential matches for you.
Don't forget the gibberish.
No, I refuse. One of those Leo women from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. King's wisely, he'll be scouring for powerful lines.
Ja, ich weiß. Meine Mutter führt mich zur großen Halle, wo 3 Porträts bereitstehen, zum Angucken. Aber jedes ist noch mit einem Stück Stoff bedeckt. Moment! Ich darf sie noch nicht mal treffen?
There's no time for sentiment. You just need a match that fits your stations, fits your political needs.
Sie zieht den Stoff weg vom ersten Porträt. Velmedos, this is yours.
Where's Arda Rabies?
No. The person whose daughter this is gets to read them.
De la côte, nous avons Aurélia. L'héritière du patricien Velmidos. Elle n'était pas originellement l'héritière, mais sa sœur aînée a eu un accident.
Still you.
There's still more. There's always 2 texts.
Les intérêts typiques sur la côte. Argent, argent, argent. Et en faire plus. Malheureusement, elle est assez mauvaise et tous ses investissements semblent tomber à l'eau.
Könnte schlimmer sein, könnte aber auch deutlich besser sein. Schrödinger?
Jeg får fransk klasse mareritt.
Ich auch. Schrödinger? Are you there?
He had sore
Okay, Sanoch.
No dienvidiem Sintha. Vecākā meita Šrodingeri 2 paudzē. Un ir pārāk aizņemta ar godu, un ir cīnījusies pārāk daudz divkaujās savā laikā. Vaicā. Tāpat kā daudzi dienvidos, viņi pasludina, ka ticība 9. dievam ir vissvarīgākais. Un viņai ir lieli plāni pēc visas dotās informācijas. Viņa grib mainīt pasauli.
Ich weiß nicht, ob sie mir gefällt. Freya.
Oh my god. Honestly, fuck. Akhirnya kita ada match offering Everme anak kepada Prestige kata Melayu itu Prestige. Free kata anak free kata okay. And kau boleh cakap dia betapa prestigiousnya bloodline dia. Kau cakap Melayu pun tak bagus pun. Dia selalunya boleh dijumpa di main cards and dia selalunya mabuk buang dia punya duit kat main card dengan mabuk.
Das ist alles? Oh, sorry?
Orang jalanan dia selalunya buat kacau dengan mereka.
Ist das alles? Ja.
Melayu aku teruk sangat. Sorry ya, supaya Melayu dalam chat ni.
Ren? Ren?
Ren?
Totally didn't. That's all it. What do you think? Of course, back to the candidates and to the other regions, which have been less long odds.
Ach, verdammte Scheiße. Ich mag keine der Optionen. Ach, eine mit der Miste, es rappelt in der Kiste. Aurelia! Oh, von der Küste. Ach, falscher Knopf. Sorry. Wen juckt's? Ich habe mich entschieden. Wir nehmen Aurelia. Fertig. Scheiß drauf.
Bon choix, monseigneur.
A shame you should have chose the fish people, but I'll make the arrangements.
Inquisition? Könnt ihr meine Mutter mitnehmen? Okay, Zeit für das Pestschiff.
Den majestetiske marinen har stoppet et skip nede med havna med Talos, deres majestet. Det er en handelsvessel fra Dena, og mannskapet har kommet ned med en sånn type plage. Kapteiner nekter å dra hjem, sier mannskapet hans trenger mat og medisinsk og de trenger å ta av last. Come on, franskmann!
Le bateau portait différentes soies et couleurs rentables à des milliers. Je m'en fous de ce qui arrive à l'équipage. On a vraiment besoin de sécuriser ces biens.
Erzählt mir mehr von dieser Pest.
De infiserte har høy feber, de oser og pulserer og ukontrollbar spying. Det høres ut som det er krypende et eller annet som bumpet av halve kongedømmet for 5 centuries.
Okay, gut. Lasst uns zur Abstimmung schreiten. Wir haben, lasst das Schiff andocken und seine Waren abladen. Da bin ich dagegen. Wir können es unter Quarantäne stellen und alles runterschmeißen oder einfach das Schiff versenken. Und los. Norwegian.
Okay, ja, okay. La oss ta oss og gjøre nummer B.
Ich liebe es, dass die Grandees und die March geschlossen für die schlimmste Option für die Patricians stimmen. Patricia.
Ich habe diese Option gewählt, weil ich das mag.
Faen ta deg!
Wir werden das Schiff versenken wir werden das Schiff mit Mann und Maus versenken. Meine Kriegsschiffe feiern ihre Ballistas auf den Händler und sie reißen enorme Löcher in den Rumpf. Es sinkt in die Tiefe ohne eine Spur zu hinterlassen. Es ist gesunken mit Mann und Maus. Okay. Ein bisschen Zeit haben wir da noch drauf. Nächste Runde. Ich glaube, ich gehe auf Stop the Count und ersetze Monarch's Vote damit. Was haben wir denn? Lass uns mit jeder ist am Duellieren anfangen.
Ren, nå må du lese.
Ren,
Nå må du lese. Kom
du
igjen,
bist der Kanzler.
Les!
I'm
Du
sorry, what was that?
er
No, they check out English and then keep
It's your turn.
Ever since Grandee Me spectacularly and amazingly and gloriously popular trial by combat, arrested nobles and peasants alike are demanding similar trials. It's all the rage.
We should probably put a stop to that.
Oh, I don't know. We could probably let this pass.
Read what it says.
Indeed, it could get out of hand, but we should probably let it pass.
Okay, we have a few options here. The options are just too good for me. Go, have fun. Also, the language changes over if that wasn't obvious.
Thank God I can put my headphones back on.
Well, then there is only one thing to vote on. May the penal battalions come back.
Oops. No.
Yeah, also, well with us, you might have landed in the stream with the worst attitude towards you.
Quite.
What do you mean?
It's not like a common thing that's been have been shouted around here as fuck the French.
And the French.
I know.
From now on, anyone who asks for trial by combat will get exactly what they want, except they'll be fighting the kingdom's enemies to earn their freedom. Trial by many combats, if you will. Everyone's military skills up, stability goes even further up, which,
Penal battalions, very good. Arm them with lasguns.
Okay, I did urge Ranamon to read what it says, so Zanok, please, read what it says.
Okay, fine.
Even if it's out of character.
You can't do that. Those duels are sacred, an ancient tradition of the South. You make a mockery of them because a few criminals find a legal loophole? That's your problem, not ours.
Well,
lasgun.
it's time for a terrible curse. Grandee Schrödinger rushes into the council chamber, breathless and in disarray.
Well, Midas, you can now read in English.
By the ninth, you look like you haven't slept for weeks.
Shall I do it this time then?
Well, it should be a Grandee.
Yeah.
Here, I'll just change my voice. We can do it.
You make it sad. Make it sad. Scrolling what it is sad.
Instead, we should have this. Those people are the face under a curse. Look, my hair's falling out in chunks.
By the ninth! Get away from me!
It was one of my peasants. A sword in her eyes. She's an evil witch.
Have the so-called witch tested, send scholars to the southern land to find an explanation. Have the accursed Schrödinger sent to the coast to relax. Okay, go off. Have fun.
No, we don't want it there. Keep it away.
Oh?
No.
I mean, Zadok, your voting was pretty obvious.
Obviously.
I think just one more?
Come on. Come on. V.
One
So
person hasn't voted yet. Freya.
Oh,
Freya.
sorry, I was doing something else.
Well, I get to decide.
I just came back, sorry.
And I shall send scholars to the southern lands to find an explanation. What? What?
Well, hey, hey, wait a moment. I lost an 80% dice roll when I was winning the game. Literally, the final check to win the game was an 80%. I lost it.
God fucking damn it, okay.
You're not the only one with shit luck, mate.
But that's a big move. Well,
Oh, an XCOM moment. Yes, indeed.
But if this
XCOM
coast
moment.
isn't broken soon, I'll be the laughing stock of the south.
Aren't you ready? Unfortunately, Quail University's finest scholars are mystified. This curse, if that's what it is, does not fade away. Schrödinger is forced to spend his hard-earned coins on dozens of new hats. Oh no.
What does it cost him?
A shame the character model doesn't change to add hats.
That's a shame, really. Now it's time for, well, my wedding. Ha ha ha.
Oh, let me get the Uwu voice ready.
Oh, for fuck's sake. My wedding to Aurelia is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like I'm the only one not taking part. Instead, I'm getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, I'm standing in St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Aurelia at my side. Archbishop.
Apologies. The Archbishop was, inquisitioning. Do you take this woman as your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Then I pronounce you king and wife.
After the wedding, of course, there's a feast. And after the feast, a dance. My new wife Aurelia refuses to dance at all. Preferring to brood in the corner.
Sounds like a healthy relationship.
By the time I find myself alone with Aurelia, it's past midnight, and I've never felt more tired. Sorry, whose daughter was that?
Me?
Is it your daughter?
Yes.
Okay then, go ahead.
Did you see the 8 crowd burst on the church tower as we walked into the cathedral? A diamond.
Come on, cheer up. We just got married. Instead of cheering up, Aurelia takes one look at you before bursting into, for fuck's sake.
The peasants have the right idea. They get married for love, not for politics. Oh, to live a simple life of a commoner.
Schrödinger, you need to tune your audio receptacles. She clearly sounds French.
Because she is French.
Your life's not so bad.
Oh, you don't get it, do you? My life is a perpetual misery. No one understands, not even my king.
Aurelia pulls away from me and retreats to the spare bedchamber, slamming the door. I'm left feeling a little depressed and dreading what married life will bring. For fuck's sake, in my entire time playing as king in this game, I have only had a singular good marriage.
You try to take the matches.
One.
Well,
All my wives really hate me, but at least they give me children, so that's something. Well, wives and husbands. Let's not get into that. Anchored a few miles from the sunny coast, Lord Patrician Mars has invited his closest confidants aboard his yacht.
Our plans are going better than expected. The spy master thinks that all is well in the kingdom.
Thanks to her lack of attention, I've made a fortune selling weapons to the Ashmedian Empire, even though it's forbidden.
Things are proceeding better than I ever imagined. Our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with our own agent.
Indeed. The Honor Guard are incorruptible, but the Watch are another story. If the king can't pay them, they will look for money elsewhere.
This is boring. For the next stage of their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 2 seasons.
good luck.
Well, that's gonna be a good luck.
Right.
And a legend in the south. The prophesized Ninth Herald, Harald, has finally manifested on Celeste Arf, whatever, taking the form of a humble noble known as Peppy, who hails from a farming town in the southern hills. Or so the grandees claim.
Peasants all over the south are flocking to you, Peppy. I knew you could do it.
Praise be to the Ninth Oath.
You forgot to reset your voice, but sure.
I didn't forget.
Also, Zenog, I think this is your daughter.
Praise be, but this is just the beginning. With him on our side, we will capture the minds of the common folk and lead a holy crusade against the false chaos gods.
What?
The people still need a push, however. With just the right amount of coas, the peasants will take up arms and die for you.
For the next stage of their scheme, the grandees must lower stability to 4 or less in 2 seasons.
Great.
Oh, fuck.
Have fun
I
with
mean,
that.
that isn't out of the question, but
You have dropped from 10 to 1.
I
in
have.
one turn.
Yes, I have. Oh, I'm seeing something. I'm seeing
Oh,
something.
Kraken!
Kraken!
Time to sink the navy again.
Oh no!
Time to sink the navy again.
No, we won't keep. We won't
A kraken!
keep this time. A kraken! A real life honest knife kraken just outside my harbor off the western shore. I would.
We should send our navy to subdue the beast at once.
What navy?
Mars.
Wait. A kraken has every advantage in a sea battle, Your Majesty. Perhaps a lighter touch is preferable. It said kraken can be appeased by an offering of a living creature.
Heretical nonsense. You cannot be considering this, Your Majesty. Yes.
20%!
Yes.
Veto,
20!
veto, please,
Yes.
please.
Yes.
I know what is gonna happen, and now I'm so sad that I don't have the law that if everybody votes for the same thing, I get more authority or stability. Well, I don't remember which one it was.
Bill. Yes.
Come on.
Just let's go. Just murder the patricians' navy already.
It's
What
tradition.
baby?
It's tradition.
Oh god. But maybe they succeed for once. I mean, I just failed at 80%, so
20%. We failed, of course.
the navy takes the sea after the Kraken. A terrible battle ensues, and the fleet is almost totally not victorious.
This is by your French tactics, Valdemar.
But I didn't know it was an actual kraken. If anything, this is the king's fault for sanctioning this foolhardily attack.
The Kraken, angered by the attack, terrorizes the coast for weeks on end. Ships go missing, piers are destroyed, and citizens fear the Ninth God has forsaken them. And in the progress, someone stole Mars's wallet.
It was me.
Oh no,
Damn
anyway.
English.
Yeah, potentially. Okay, the quarantine continues. Let's piss off the next faction. Freya?
Sorry. My liege, will you call the quarantine your order to deal with the dancing plague? It'll be many months since anyone last entered or left the affected area. We think if the plague may have run its course, we ask your permission to leave the quarantine.
Lift, continue, hire an adventurer, send Baron Freya to check that it's safe. I'm just in case, I'm gonna take that out of the equation. Let's go.
Okay.
Some of your laws.
You bastard.
I assure you guys should send Baron Freya. I'm sure his royal status will protect him.
You're sending yourself into
I was about like, Freya, you do know that you're potentially killing yourself.
Or alternatively getting the second added to your name.
Well, that is killing yourself. Oh,
No guarantees of death. Maybe,
fuck it, let's go.
Yes.
What happened?
You're saying something.
Your Majesty, you can't be serious.
Despite Freya's protests, the king's word is final. They are sent into the quarantine zone. God.
It'd go
What?
alright.
Was it just the zone in Stalker? We hope to hear back from them soon, TM. In the meantime, how's your air? And lastly, a helping hand.
I had something I wanted to ask you.
What can I do for you?
As you surely know, I run a very successful Jeweller's Guild back home in the coast. But the current laws are a little restrictive for my trade. Lots of tariffs and regulation, you know how it is. I was hoping you could push for some change in the council. Eliminate some of the import duties on IG, which I will perhaps.
Also, are you watching the Discord stream?
Yes.
Okay. So, you want me to give the coast preferential treatment?
I think it's only fair. The other regions just can't compete with us in the jewelry trade anyway.
No.
Very well. Apologies for taking up your time.
She sighs and withdraws. For next week, she sleeps and takes her meals in another wing of the palace. Ugh, fuck my marriage. Let's enter the season. Ah, it's another auction. There's another deer park. Another deer park available?
It gets doubled or nothing.
Well then, let the auction
Well,
begin.
Someone stole my money, so I can't do that at all.
Well, we didn't steal it. It just, happened to meet a Kraken, you know?
Yeah.
Well, no one funding the deer park? What's this?
I ran out of money.
Because you spent all your money in the previous one.
Yes.
Veldimas. Let's found the library again.
Nope. No. Let's
Yes.
keep it.
We We must not let him have Lever's ability.
Also, who's voting for
It's
D?
fine.
Ah, Pollock. I would just like to point out that the two winning
That does
options.
absolutely nothing.
Oh, that looks like a Deepak. Oh, wait, did it go through? Also, it's a fund. No, oh, so Schrödinger, your vote didn't go through. Did you have no money? No, you have money.
Probably
Ha,
wasn't
that's
in
weird.
time.
Anyway, we're building a Prisoner of Thieves guild.
Really weird to build both the Prison and the Thieves Guild at the same time. Now that
Yeah.
you think about it.
Let's do About My Heir. My marriage to Aurelia is already a disaster. She can't stand the sight of me, and when I am in the same room as it somehow always ends in an argument and a slammed door. Oh, whatever. The last thing on my mind is procuring an heir, but the need of the kingdom must prevail.
One moment.
Congratulations, Owen Horton. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair. Shame for the rest of them.
Felt more like a life sentence than a wedding.
Told that would be so dramatic. You've done okay so far, but something's still missing. An heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is secure. A child of your own would do the trick. Good luck. You is their bosses. All the youngest are your many though.
Well, despite my the absolute hatred of my wife for me, let's do the classic option.
Ah, the traditional method. No one will object to that. If the elections, I'll arrange for you to take a month off from all so you can get down to business.
Yeah, I'm
No,
afraid
yeah,
I have. I believe I have to get medieval with my wife.
Oh, yeah, I am not in the
I'll buy you some
mood.
movies.
Okay, how about some news from the zone? Maybe something from the something about a monolith.
My liege, I have returned.
Don't feel the need to dance, do you?
No, my liege, I returned unharmed. The plague has run its course and the people alive, though I fear they will never dance again.
That's good news.
Yes, your majesty. I feel like something's wrong. Humbly, I asked the council to leave the quarantine so the march can return to normal.
What? We're... How do you like your decisions today?
Of course you did that.
Well, all of us, we don't vote at all.
Then
Well,
I
it's gonna
just
automatically
get to
go
pick
through
that
A.
option.
Too late now.
Ah, so much agreement. It could almost be a unanimous vote. Well, it is a unanimous vote, it's just that some people aren't voting.
No, I voted B.
Your votes have been denied.
Voted anyway.
We shall lift the quarantine. The barons are grateful, and for formerly quarantined merchants are soon trudging gracelessly throughout the kingdom. Although the former dancers will never be the same, the region gradually returns to business as usual. And lastly, a delicate matter. As usual, Aurelia has spent the day in her office, as far away from you as the palace walls allow. But after you've eaten your separate dinners, she approaches you looking worried, but resolute.
Every day being married to you brings more suffering. By sea and storm, I won't have it. I have to look to my own interest for a change. Eric, I never thought I'd had this, I'd say this, but I want a divorce.
Is this where Jerry Springer gets invented?
That's
Scheiße?
the first.
I actually think that's a new feature. Because I've had some pretty bad marriages.
Not
I
you.
believe you
I
allow
guess none of them was that bad.
I don't know. But I care about you.
Care about me? Dev below, if that's true, you haven't been showing it. My own homeland, the coast, is a disaster. The soldiers can barely complete their drills, and the armor falling apart.
Let's
Yeah,
not
sounds
talk
You're
about
kind of
supposed
Navy.
to be doing good things for my people, not abandoning them. You didn't even lift a finger to help coastal merchants when they were in need. This was never going to work. It's over now, for good or ill. I called for the Archbishop to witness the divorce ceremony.
Yes, well, good evening, Your Majesty. I know this is awkward, but I'll ensure it all goes smoothly as possible.
Does the Archbishop ever make things less awkward?
I live to serve, Your Majesty. I also normally carry a plasma pistol.
Alright, let's get this done. Your Serene Highness?
I was thinking you there.
I just
Want
noticed
to
the bottom
die.
left option.
Just divorce me.
Oh, that's amazing.
Divorce Your Majesty.
Alright, I have no choice. She rolls her eyes.
Very well, you are now divorced in the eyes of the kingdom.
Ooh, wow.
I'm
Thank-
lucky at women, lucky at cards.
Thank the ninth. Sooner Elia's ready to leave.
Was fated to end this way. I fear I will not see you again, Your Serene Highness.
Serene, but sure. Then she's gone, living here in the palace with no one but my honor guard, my huge household of servants, the palace watch, and your inner circle of advisors. Practically alone. Word quickly gets out. The kingdom is shaken by the news. In the capital and beyond, everyone's gossiping about what happened. That's concerning.
Mm. Oh no.
Dev below, Your Esteemed Highness. You rejected my dear Olia. In my own blood. This is an outrage.
Actually, she divorced me.
Nerd emoji.
But not the point! I and my fellow patricians worked hard to put a dowry together for poor Olia. Tailor her outfit, prepare the feast. Now that the marriage is dissolved, I petition the king to refund the cost of the wedding.
Can I just say
I
no?
agree. Can just say no.
Scheiße. I don't have a veto. Let's do that. Go.
Is this only fair, Your Majesty?
No, it's not.
Now the patricians line is going forwards.
Yeah. Once the treasurer has handed over the gold, you wait for the response from Valmedios and his cronies. There's still some grumbling about the divorce, but the coin helps to keep them sweet. As for Aurelia, she lives happily in Valmedios' estate. Who knows what nonsense she'll do next? It's no longer my problem. Guess I'll need a new wife? Blackmail and bribery! Somewhere along the coast, Lord Patrician Lord of Mars strolls in his olive grove, accompanied by a close friend.
Luck is with us, my friend. The Palace Watch are in our pocket. Some have even agreed to fight on our side when the time comes. Our military is now pathetic.
Music to my ears. And you had no problems?
No, they took our money gladly. The kingdom can barely afford to pay them a living wage. But now we must plan our next steps.
Well, how do you want to win the game?
I want to be
Gentlemen?
number...
Yeah, I mean, the other one would be...
But
Okay.
keep in mind, it's gonna have to be at least like a 3. Normally, it's a pretty low number.
It's gonna be a 2.
The
It's gonna be a
goals are normally very harsh. Might be a 4 actually.
Oh,
Over the next few months, we have our troops infiltrate the capital, disguised as beggars. At my single, they will gather and storm the palace in the dead of night. The Bride Watch will open the gates, our soldiers will murder the king in his bed and have our claimant on the throne before sunrise.
Ruthless. I like it. But what about the grandees and barons? They'll call us usurpers and rise up in revolt.
Not necessarily, my friend. If King Eric's rule is weak enough, we can persuade them to accept anything!
For the Steiners phage of the patrician scheme, they must lower the king's authority to 2 or less. Lovely.
Our former king, what? Is he a baron or what?
What?
I'll be back in a moment.
Sorry, Freya, you were cutting out a lot.
Our king currently, what former faction was he?
None. It's a new king. Back in the marsh at the castle of Baron Polak II, a number of figures crowd around an unassuming barrel.
Look here, our first shipment from Kerf.
Sorry, wait. Look, incredible. May I see inside?
Careful with that torch, you fool. You will blow us to smithereens.
So this is the fabled black powder.
Incredibly powerful, but we'll need much more to put you on the throne.
For the next stage of the Baron scheme, they must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. At least someone hasn't finished their goal instantly. Deep in the south, a grandee paces along the balcony of their hillside villa.
It's just not enough. The peasants, quote-unquote, love Peppy and believe the miracles, but they won't rise up and put them on the throne.
Ren?
I returned just in time.
Lovely.
Yes, indeed.
Alright. Take heart, Grandee. We are at the threshold. The peasants need only a small push.
If only we could engineer that push. The steam tank might do it.
The Grandee's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. That seems like a steaming mess, if I'm honest. Can get away with that. And let's carry on.
Wait, the message for extra money. The Grandees get extra money from the 9th god, quote-unquote.
Ah.
You suspect tax fraud.
Oh, sorry, I didn't actually read that. Lovely. Let's start with a theft.
My liege, this is an outrage. I demand justice. Last week, Grandee Schrödinger shook my head as a supposed show of reconciliation and stole my family's lucky ring in the process.
Is it not?
Oh,
That's
me or
it's
Renamon?
Ren with pitch.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah, nonsense. That was 3 you draws ago, so you'll find the thing.
Polak?
My liege, a feud has stood between our families for centuries. Schrödinger's ancestors called inquisitors on my ancestors for being demon worshippers.
That's because their ancestor was grew all from his wife.
Corn.
Enough! I know Schrödinger stole my priceless ring. It brings Marge great luck and bounty, and my dear niece is to wear it when she marries.
You have a niece?
Of course.
Well, we should send the Chancellor to the south. Freya, you voted against your own faction.
We cannot win anyways. You will.
Pollock II thanks you profusely, but the grandees are furious that the accusations are are being taken seriously. I order the Chancellor to search Schrödinger's home for the special ring.
Goodness me, I do enjoy tales about such mysteries. I shall do my best.
A burglary. What?
Okay, hold on.
Wait, first you stole something and now something was stolen from you? This sounds like karma.
Wow.
By the 9th, I've been rogues. My river has been ransacked and my money stolen.
There have been more and more robberies in the south of late, Your Majesty. I suspect it's something to do with the Thieves Guild that was established there recently.
No shit, Sherlock!
Wow.
We need to hunt these thieves down like the rough they are. Maybe we can even get my wolf cliff.
You get money if you pick that one. Schrödinger, you can get your money back if you pick A.
Come on, where's money?
Come on, gentlemen. Oh, for fuck's sake. I feel like I'm gonna lose this game very soon.
Quite. A reminder, if any of the 3 core statistics drop to 0, it's game over.
If I pick this, your defiance goes through the roof. And you can rebel. Well, you can already rebel, but like, you will definitely be able to rebel. On the other hand, if I pick this, I'm almost broke.
I think you get money through B2, right?
Oh my god. Let's go down with Pauken Trompeten. I order a massive recruitment drive for the Southern Watch and even hire adventurers to bolster the ranks. Such efforts quickly pay off. The leader of the Thieves Guild is brought before me in chains. So excitement, please.
My money trays the 9th, come to face the mischief here.
I'm just gonna do that one. You don't understand. We didn't just appear in the south at random. We had financial backing from members of this very council. We are funded by... His sentence ends in a gurgle. A feathered arrow appears in the snake. The council erupts in chaos, but the culprit is never found. From that moment forward, what little trust had existed between council members is broken. But at least the southern economy recovers once the Thieves Guild is disbanded. Yeah, guys, you brought this on yourself, you idiots.
I did not want to build a Thieves Guild.
Anyway, a curious course. A giant glass globe filled to the brim with murky water is wheeled before the council. The fishbowl contains Lord Patrician Vermados, suspended in liquid. He pokes his head above the surf.
What the hell?
All the bullshit is happening to you.
Your August Majesty, a most infuriating circumstance has befallen me.
Excuse me, can I get you some fish food?
This is no laughing matter. I have been cursed by a sea wizard. He inflicted me with his gills, so I can't leave the water for more than a couple minutes.
And what exactly did you do to anger this visit?
I happen to own a tannery that is polluting some picturesque beach relax. How was I supposed to? No, I demand you arrest this maniac and force him to remove his gills.
That is the military.
last. Oh my lord, that's a sick burn.
We shall start the vote. Like, this kingdom is doomed. Do whatever.
I can
Though I would like D.
recommend
D is
the
actually kind of funny.
597th Valhallan for that assignment.
Q Protivagas?
No.
Was that a different unit?
That would be the Vostroyans.
Ah, close enough. Okay, we shall send a diplomat to politely ask the wizard to reverse the curse.
I beg.
The best bit is that the patricians voted for that.
Soon enough,
Oh, it's
the sea
Hagrid.
wizard appears before the council. As he walks in, seawater sloshes at his feet, welling up from the ground itself.
What do you want from me?
We need you to reverse the curse afflicting Lord Patrician Velmedos.
And why would I do that? Do a thing like that? His tannery is ruining my favorite beach. I don't curse for nothing.
All of these seem like bad options.
No.
Shut down his tannery.
You know what? Lord Patrician Velmedos can stay as a pish person for all I care.
If that's what you want.
The wizard's flesh bulges and ripples and turns suddenly to water, splashing down your corridor. He's left you with quite a cleanup job. God damn it.
Oh, there you.
From then on, Lord Patrician Velmedos remains confined to his aquarium. The sight of the great glass globe and his glowing occupant of the council hall quickly becomes unremarkable.
So the fish people did make a return.
Well,
Stop that!
Kinda. Yeah,
Need to look up another image for this then. This works.
Oh yeah, rebellion report. Two guys can rebel. So yeah, if someone wants to, if you guys want to rebel, type exclamation mark rebel to the chat. Though all of you have to agree to do so. Let's start with searching for the rings.
Your Majesty, I found Barony the 2's ring, but the situation is delicate. Grandingery. Grandingery? There we go. Grandingery Schrodingery Doo's nephew has it because the
Pollock.
second niece used it to propose to him.
I'm no Grandy.
Okay, whatever. My guardian Schrödinger doesn't understand true love. My dear Lavinia and I are meant to be together, feud or no. Whose daughter is that again? Freya? Isn't that your daughter?
No, my daughter's another one. It's Polski daughter. Niece, Polski niece.
Oh yeah, then Pollock, this is apparently your niece.
All we want is a quiet life, a little garden, flock of geese, 20 acres of land or so.
Chancellor.
Hang on. One moment. I'll do it in a moment. Okay. No one knows about this romance yet, but tensions are high. Both regions are using the feud to fuel a full-on rivalry between the barons and the grandees. Perhaps I'm soft-hearted, but I can't help feeling for this young couple. Is there a way we could resolve this peacefully?
I would say that I hope that you bless their marriage.
I shall publicly bless the couple's union.
Got piece off. What the fuck?
Well, time for the nuclear option.
First of all,
Oh, cheers, Your Majesty. Majesty for you.
I formally bless the upcoming marriage of Lavinia and Tristano. Both barons and grandees are outraged, claiming that you've disrespected the centuries-long feuding tradition. That's not the first one. The first tradition I've offended this run, apparently. As the wedding preparations begin, the story of the love-struck couple catches the imagination of the Marcher peasants, who work together to make a huge cornucopia as a wedding gift. Scheiße. I feel like someone is, let's do a bright idea. Apparently, Aurelia had planned to ask you a favor regarding one of her foolhardy ventures, but you suppose that isn't going to happen anymore.
Oh,
What?
good. Thank God.
So that event completely emptied out.
Okay, bankruptcy looms. I need a treasurer. Who is greedy? Well, usually I would say Schrödinger, but,
Glad to see you.
I have too many voices now. Someone else.
Owen?
Let us have the French do it.
Empty, Your
Okay.
Highness.
What do you suggest we do?
Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options.
Sorry, I briefly interrupt you.
Yes.
Schrödinger, if I scroll up just a little bit in the general chat here, I will come to an image which is of you sitting on top of a chest filled with coins. I would just like to point that out. Back to the game.
You could get a bank loan, or sell the crown jewels, or crack open some predecessors' tombs. Most were made of piles of gold, or so I've heard.
Don't do inflation, you know how that ends.
Take a loan, we go to war.
Everything's just bad, whoever you look like.
Ach, scheiß drauf. I own the Royal Mint, don't I? Make more coins!
This is gonna go bad.
I know, I don't. Oh! Oi, oi, oi.
This is gonna go bad.
I thought that said 1,000. I thought that said 1,000, not 10,000.
Well,
The old Roman begins shelling out new coins, allowing you to pay off several old debts. Oh, that's gonna backfire next round, I guess. Oh, let's end the season. I have a feeling someone's rebelling. Yes, the grandees are rebelling. The other two can't,
Never.
because I got the stability up.
Wait, we were appeased?
Let's quickly start with my heir. How?
What?
Ooh.
How? like actually, how?
What?
Okay, my quest for this is finally complete. I stand before the council holding a small child in my arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to... The council is filled with nervous silence. My son! Then the assembled nobles break out into polite applause. One
Wait,
second.
wait.
Who did you steal it from?
Yeah,
By designating an heir,
That's actually my question
I've
as well.
cemented the stability of the kingdom. Oh, that's still not enough. Mars?
You see here, Serene Highness, may I be the first to congratulate you on the birth of your son? What's his name?
Stolen.
One sec.
Stolen property, perhaps. Hello?
Yeah, one sec. His name is Samir.
Yeah, it's a wiki that.
Yes, I did have to wiki that. I didn't know the name.
Excellent, your August Majesty. I'm sure little Serene,
Samir.
Samir, will grow up to be ship of all block.
Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. I am not gonna win this game. Rebellion, by the way. At long last, the Grandees have reached their boiling point. I am confronted in my throne room by Grandee Zenok, their eyes lit with righteous fury.
The ninth god has judged you unworthy, pretender to the throne, and the Grandees of the South have listened. We will rise up and fight for Peppy, the true monarch.
That name sounds so silly.
This is a formal declaration of war. The next time we will see each other, it will be on the battlefield. And I know what you're gonna do.
Company's here.
I want to go for the one that loses me authority because I want to keep the stability up.
But you're gonna pick Season. I know.
But I'm gonna have to pick the other one because I don't want the Grandees to patricians to fulfill their scheme. So
We need to go more.
I'm screwed.
Two more
Anyway.
now, so.
Seize them!
I'd already added 2 for me, but I have no edit rights.
You don't? Oh.
I don't. You
Come along now, now. Traitors get the chop.
For Sigma!
My watchmen waste no time. Grantee Zenok of Nord is dragged onto the courtyard and their head is struck from their shoulders. Fucking heretic.
No, you.
I didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty.
Oh, there we go.
What are our chances against the rebels?
The Grandee are a formidable but undefeatable. But not undefeatable. I hope they don't persuade any other region to join their rebellion. That would be disastrous.
Okay, and how do things get so bad?
The leader of the rebellion is Grandee Renneman. As a reason for uprising, they're citing your history of petty transgressions against the Grandees.
Denied. Urge to murder. Rising.
Yes, Your Majesty. Hold on to that feeling. You need it. I also been practicing the English, you see. Huh?
So this is it? Civil War?
That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom will be divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before all this is over. I can't wait. I go out to dig out the trebuchets.
And the opening strike.
The kingdom is blackened by faithlessness and dishonor. The ninth god is weeping for what we have become. And whose fault is that? I can't do 2.
You'll have to.
Come on now.
King Eric, the Mad Tyrant.
Alas, you are right. We have no choice but to raise our banners, march on the capital, and install a better ruler. Someone like the Noodle Peppy.
Did you just say the Noodle Peppy?
Did I say noodle?
Well, I heard a noodle, so I was like, close enough.
Noodle it is. Peppy's noodle now, not noble. But first, we must work out our opening move. No one asked you anything. Go away, Google. Pray for the Lord. Let him help us decide. Fuck off. We could launch a preemptive strike against the Barons to cripple their military capabilities. Don't you say a damn thing. If we suspect if we suspect the patricians may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the king's authority is low. Oh wait, look at that. We could also call upon the church to condemn the king, or finally, he could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud.
Well, we did build the deer park,
Assassin.
but unfortunately not. It was
I mean,
better.
the pipeline was assassin, Deer Park into a rebellion, into assassin, into win.
This is better. What the? I didn't expect a unanimous vote.
Fuck it, why not?
Well, it is something different.
Thank you for meeting with me, your holiness.
Your message was most heartfelt. How could I turn down those in need? We are all, after all, the Emperor's children, after all.
That's a weird way of saying the ninth god. Must be the accent. Oh, I couldn't agree more. And on that subject, the church has been suffering lately, hasn't it? The king has been giving you... The king hasn't been giving you the support you deserve.
Alas, it is true. The king strayed far from the light of the Emperor.
I have never done anything with the church in this run. I would just like to point that out.
And
the
so
only
you
thing he did
have.
was get a divorce. It breaks my heart, but a king with so little concern for the kingdom's spiritual health can scarcely be considered a king at all.
I would like to point out that my wife divorced me.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Treated her badly, my liege.
Now, the Noodle Peppy, on the other hand, if they ever find themselves on the throne, they would be sure to make a substantial contribution to the church's coffers.
Now, you know I care not for money. I only care about what's best for the kingdom.
Press X to doubt.
And what's best for the kingdom is a monarch who cares about the church. I'll lend you my full support, gladly, along with Tempesta Scions.
Thank you, your holiness. Go with God.
Faith, heretical followers of those fucking rebellious heretics are thoroughly shaken by the church officially throwing their weight behind the rebels. The loyalties are torn in half. Oh, that's bad, actually. Well, whatever. I'm dead anyway. Thousands of soldiers desert to join the rebellion, fearing for their souls.
The Emperor
Yay.
protect.
Well, time for an auction.
Hey, it's another deer park. Let's push the push.
So, Owen, holy shit, you're rich. Mars. Oh wait, you funded F. Sorry.
Yes.
I was like, wait, why are you raising your deleting your own military that's already trash? But no, yeah, actually doing something good.
Yeah, we should be doing that too. Oven, do that.
That would be funny if you would trash your own military.
I mean, your military is already trash, so yeah, trash it further. Go ahead.
Well, it would make our rebellion a bit simpler. Alternatively, you can join us.
We will still join your cause. We will just not have any military to support you guys with.
All
You can be
part
the
of the
marching
plan.
band.
Dun, 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 dun.
No. Our marching band requires kazoos.
No, we will have a morale booster in the form of a tank. And on top riding, an angry drummer.
Nah, we'll sell the tank and buy kazoos. That's all.
Zanok, post the video.
I will once I look at the link. In a moment.
Hey, look, everyone can rebel now.
The happy couple.
Just saying.
Link will be posted.
Owen,
in general
I think.
chat.
No, Poldark.
No.
My liege, my dear Tristano smuggled out a note to me from the south. He wants none of this terrible war. Please allow me to take a marcher scouting party to rescue him.
Your Majesty, is it really? Is this really a priority?
Please, I'm begging you. Let us be together at last.
We could do this. Yes.
Mars, you're rebelling, aren't you?
Yes, I can still vote.
You can vote to raise the opposition strength.
You can't vote if you're in rebellion.
Yeah,
You're
but they
not
aren't in the rebellion yet.
yet.
Damn.
But you are currently voting for the opposition. What the heck is wrong with you?
There has been miscalculations.
Well, I'm waiting
by
on
the French.
Wow.
You blame yourself for that decision, not the French.
Lavinia leaves without a word. The next you hear, she's trying to grandees to be with her love. Ah, for fuck's sake.
Oh my lord!
That was not the military I was expecting. The rebels used the fleeing Lavinia as proof of the king's cruelty and the righteousness of their cause. Recruitment to the southern army rises steeply.
Yay.
The Emperor protects.
Keep them sweet.
You must have noticed that the petitions aren't happy, Your Majesty. The rebels have a keen eye, and they take advantage of the situation. If the coast joins the rebellion, we'd be in serious trouble. What trouble? It's high time you ask the petition directly what they need.
Very well. When you call the council, the patricians whisper amongst themselves, glancing in my direction.
Your August Majesty, forgive the tense atmosphere, but matters are grave in the kingdom. We're all concerned.
Yeah, it's not been the easiest time for any of us.
I just hope we can all have a productive time.
Option B. Certainly magnificent.
Don't.
We have the money.
Yeah, you do have a lot of money.
At some point, it's gonna backfire so hard.
Here's your chance to vote while you're not in open rebel yet.
I'm not in open rebellion yet, so.
That's why I'm saying, use it while you still can. And thank you for the authority.
Yeah.
I have arranged the treasurer the funds in after a few weeks that she comes to see you regarding the coastal farms. Wait, who is the treasurer?
Owen, I think?
I'm pleased to say that crops are thriving in the coast, Your Majesty. The army marches on its stomach, and the troops now march in step and with confidence. Perhaps more importantly, the petitions are praising your generosity.
I can only hope that good mood lasts, because now they can't rebel anymore.
Oh yes, we can.
Rebellion halted!
Oh fucker.
Time for a great battle. Vast armies darken the landscape like the shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in rhythm with the marching of boots. Attack of the Dead Man is loudly playing. The kingdom is gripped with civil war. Sorry?
Cleavergiver has joined.
Indeed.
Ah, hello there. At least that's what I imagine. Most of my time is spent in the safety of my palace, poring over a giant map with my marshal, playing Crusader Kings.
Or are you for?
I have never touched that game. Your Majesty, the army of the south is advancing on the capital, led by the treasonous Grandee Renneman.
Uwu.
I've received word from the commander of your loyalist forces in the march. If they march now, they intercept the Grandees in a matter of days.
We have extra loyalty.
Hello to the other person. Spops? We don't have counts, by the way.
Yes, we don't have counts.
Yeah, we have barons, grandees, and patricians. Marshal?
Yeah, alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the coast. It is risky, but together they have a higher chance of defeating the accursed Grandees.
I don't want to talk about it, Schrödinger.
What are your orders, Your Majesty?
You forgot something.
What are your orders, Your Majesty?
Well, first of all, I would like to say to the two people that just joined, in the pinned message, you will see an invite to a Discord server. That's where all of us are hanging out. And if you want your character to be spoken by yourself, please do join that Discord and join us in the voice channel. And if not, you will have to bear with one of the people here voicing your character and absolutely butchering whatever your imagination was.
Alternatively beating it.
Well, tell the barons to fight the Southern Army head on, because why not?
Yeah, we have no army here.
Norwegian commander.
Very well, Your Majesty. I will relay your orders to the Barons Cleavegiver, the commander in the field.
Good job, good job! You just joined and are instantly commander!
I smell nepotism.
Okay, so as far as I know, both of you... Lord of the Flash, I assume you're Spops? Then I will also give you the Baron role, because yeah, we also have special text channels for all the factions.
Got it.
And remain hopeful you never get entered into the Grandees channel.
The Grandees channel is amazing.
It is, seeing as how the correct information is a lot more expansive than the heretical contents.
I can fix that.
Marshal?
Hopefully they do as they told. God knows. Treachery can thrive on the battlefield.
Xenarch, I think you have the right to delete messages.
I don't.
You don't?
You purged all my bloody access abilities.
Cleavegiver.
Ah.
Is Cleavegiver here?
Is not yet in the voice channel.
Okay, then march something, dude.
Then, I don't know, maybe Spops?
Yes. We have our orders, but should we follow them?
Well?
No.
Have a bold vote, my barons. Also, I would recommend joining the Discord stream, because there's a little bit of delay on the actual Twitch stream. So with the Discord stream, you can see it instantly.
Wow.
Could you, like, not screw me over even harder?
Now we are joining to Rebellion, don't
I'm
worry
afraid
about
it's a bit too late.
Well, I'm dead. Well, I was dead a while ago, but...
Or the predictions are
Depends
still
on
there.
what will happen.
The whole city holds its breath. I stew in my palace, waiting anxiously for my marshal's return. Finally, he bursts into my throne room.
Those damned cowards! Cravens, treacherous, yellow-bellied, lily-livered, chicken-hearted bastards!
Marshal, report!
Instead of engaging the enemy or linking up with the patricians, the barons told their army to just hang back, do nothing.
Holy.
Holy shit.
sat pretty in their camp and scratched their arses while their entire southern army walked on by.
What? But why?
A healthy mix of cowardice, self-interest, a lack of confidence in your abilities, I assume. They're hedging their bets and waiting to see who comes up on top. Bastards!
I have no choice but to rely on the idiots who wasted their navy against the bloody Kraken.
I did not.
Hey, it's tradition.
All come down to the next battle, Your Majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance.
I shall lead the troops personally this time.
I must advise against this. You be in great danger, and inspiring as your presence may be to the troops, death or a severe injury would destroy the morale completely.
You must protect me then.
Very well, Your Majesty. I will prepare your armor and horse. We ride at dawn.
Die. It's die at dawn.
Ride.
Definitely die.
Well, let's see how it ends.
In a distant fortress, someone in a dark cellar, a nervous baron is showing their guests a stupendous cache of explosive gunpowder. Behold! My stuff, sorry.
Lord.
Great God.
There's more.
Am I alive? Isn't it rarer than gold dust?
Over here it is. This isn't just the biggest stockpile in the kingdom, but the only one. Now, what do we do with it?
Choose your victory condition. Sneak the gunpowder under the palace and blow them all sky high, or start manufacturing muskets and cannons to make our military unbeatable.
Oh no.
There is no C, Freya.
Yeah, I'm trying to vote. I pressed wrong.
Either option is quite bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither is happening. We are joining the rebellion.
Join the rebellion. We have warm food, women, and guns for everyone.
And cookies.
More importantly, friendship between our families. Now that we have all this gunpowder, we can reverse engineer Kir's musket design. We just need the troops to wield them.
Then we'll start our recruitment so we're ready when time comes. I'll get to it.
For the final stage of their scheme, or the lucky bastards, the barons must raise the military to at least 7. Wasn't that usually 10?
I thought it was 9 actually.
Rebelling.
For me, it was 9. I guess they slackened the elastic a bit.
It seems like we need to stay loyal.
Yeah, you guys can't rebel.
Oh, but the march is also rebelled. Ow.
Oh, yeah. The final battle. Let's just get over with it. It's the night before the final battle. The atmosphere in the coastal camp is subdued. Everyone knows the grandees are a formidable foe. On the journey I've had to leave most of the luxuries of a king behind, but my marshal was good enough to ensure the royal command tent is always well stocked with wine. I shall drink only enough to steady my nerves. I take a sip. My hand trembles only slightly.
Tomorrow we fight. How are you feeling, Your Majesty?
Now I kinda want to play the song Tomorrow We Fight on the stream. But I'm fairly certain that it's I'm fairly certain it's
Yeah.
copyrighted, so I shouldn't.
That's copyrighted.
A little nervous, if I'm honest.
Entirely natural, Your Majesty. Anyone who's not nervous doesn't understand a tactical situation.
Schrödinger, you don't want me to sing that song. It's sung by a female in a rather high voice. You don't want that.
We could make an epic male cover.
Sounds cool. Now that you're here, you need to lead your troops, otherwise their morale will plummet.
Of course.
I'm glad you understand.
The next day, at an ungodly hour, I climb onto my war horse, and ride out with my troops to meet the grandees on the battlefield. The sky is blood red. Flags whip in the wind, horns blow, drums
flag in the corner.
beat. Sorry?
You will see a French flag in the corner.
Yes.
And a tank with a drummer on it.
Hold up, I'm just gonna play this in stream. Okay. Both sides are in battle formations, with the enemy visible only as 1,000 gleams of swords and armor. My troops are looking at me. They expect a speech. Ach du Scheiße.
Oh, the top one is an elaborate reference, and I like it.
Fuck, what was it called?
Highlander?
No. I'm looking for the speech Elizabeth I gave to her troops when the Spanish Armada was out. I don't remember what it was called. I mean, let's just look for something else really quick.
I can't believe the writers of this actually knew about that reference. I like that.
We shall go on to the end. We shall fight them wherever that might be. We shall fight on the seas and the oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our lands, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on these lands. We shall fight in their heads. We shall fight the fields, and and we shall crush them utterly. If we die today, we die in glory. But try not to die.
So you picked that one.
Yeah, I just went for the next best speech, okay?
You'll probably go by the fate of whom actually said that speech.
My soldiers reply with a full-throated roar that nearly knocks me off my horse.
The same as the person referenced with that text.
Also, I'm fairly certain that everyone knows the speech I just quoted.
No.
Nope.
You're fucking British! You should know!
Point being.
That's Churchill's Darkest Hour speech.
No.
We could talk about it over a biscuit and a cup of tea.
No crumpets and tea.
I shall hang back with the archers. Rather than risking my neck on the battlefield, I decide to hang back with the archers, close enough to the action that people can't describe you as a coward, but far enough away that you're probably safe.
We can win this, we can win this. We have a 0% chance. Come on, Britishers.
I watched the battle from afar, my heart beating in my ears like a drum, troops clashing back and forth across the churned, blood-soaked mud. Clouds of arrows dropping down, soldiers dying in soldiers die in mud.
Why did we decide to stay here?
That's an elaborate reference. I like that.
Yeah, I'm trying to reference a Sabaton song, but I can't really do it.
I forgot the remaining verses as well, so the only.
It's it's Price of a Mile. Yeah. All I can do is watch and hope. The battle lasts for hours, and then, in an instant, it's over. My coastal soldiers, what soldiers, break from the line and start running, and the grandees whoop in triumph and start chasing them down.
The two soldiers start running.
Yes, of course.
What? This cannot be! You cheater!
Die, my liege.
My marshal appears, charging through the chaos, and pulls me onto her horse. What happened to my horse?
The day is lost. We must flee.
How did this happen?
I wish I had the time to answer, but we need to get you out of here. Or else you end up ahead on a spike.
I will end up ahead on the spike because they just got enough victory points to win. Yeah, also to Ruby and Quarren. Wait, which factions did you guys end up? Ruby, you ended up in the correct faction. You're about to win. Quarren, I'm very sorry, but you're about to lose. I flee the blood.
About that, we'll see. But yeah,
You guys had 3 victory points, and you've now gone up to 5 when you need 5 to win.
we'll see anyways.
I flee the blood-soaked battlefield, followed closely by the Marshal, not stopping until I've left it far behind.
Well, that should be enough distance for now. We got a hell of a gallop ahead of us, Your Majesty, if you want to get back to the capital in time.
What? Are those the same options again? How could this happen?
We threw the dice, they came up with snake eyes. These things happen in war. If we want to see the year's end, we must build up fortifications, stockpile food, train up a citizen militia.
You're already in winter.
The grandees will be camped outside the walls in a matter of weeks. It is time to pray to the knife, Your Majesty, because apart from him, we are on our own.
Huh? It's not the end.
No, there's still another season. Though I'm fairly certain that it's over.
Yeah, it is.
Well, whatever. Let's do some more treachery. Also, for the people that just joined,
I hear the news, Your Majesty.
in the pinned message, that's a Discord invite. That's the Discord server we're on. Feel free to come on in. You will have channels with your faction. And also you will be able to join the voice chat and voice your own character so that none of us have to butcher it.
Or improve upon it.
The Marcher army arrived outside the city walls, and instead of attacking the besiegers, they joined the forces with them. No, we have both the barons and the grandee trying to kick down our front door.
How can this king be so stupid? Have they turned against us?
Afraid so. The barons have formally joined the rebellion, declaring you a tyrant.
Oh no.
I won't lie. Imagine the odds are stacked against us now.
They were previously.
As if they weren't previously, yeah.
Can we join too? The petitions ask.
No.
No. You had your chance
Not
to join.
yet.
Of course you can.
Although the 1 military strength is not much of an improvement.
We take it all.
My dear barons of the Marsh, thank you for joining us in our righteous war against the tyrant King Eric.
I never thought I'd be fighting alongside the Grandee.
Wow. Interesting reference.
And I never thought I'd be taking up arms with a baron. But before you join the fight, you must decide where to decide your opening strike.
Direct.
Yeah, that. We could launch a preemptive strike against the patricians to cripple. What did I say?
No, the text.
What military?
What military?
Well, they have more than the patricians, at least. If we suspect that patricians may join our cause, for whatever good they'll do, we can call them to war. No, they'll more likely join us if the king's authority is low. Or finally, you could send off an assassin to nip us in the bud. Dishonorable, of course, but convenient.
Go ahead, gentlemen. Stab me.
See.
Stab me.
Why?
Send an assassin. Send an assassin. I demand an assassin.
You're not getting the assassin.
Ah,
You don't have
goddammit.
enough deer parks.
Let us join. Let us join.
No, come on, you're gonna lose. Stay there, yo.
You had your choice, John. Your chance to join the rebellion. You didn't.
I tried
Because they had no
several
bloody
times.
chance for it.
I did.
Okay, actually they did. Fair enough.
They have
Yeah,
the
but it didn't
rebel
go through.
option, but
The
they
Barons launch a surprise attack on the coast, slashing and burning their way across fields and farmlands. They catch a regiment of the coastal army unawares and spring an ambush, slaughtering them to a man. Common folk whisper that the battlegrounds will be stained red for a generation. Oh hey, look, you've won even harder.
Fantastic. Down with the king.
The Marcher soldiers return home in triumph, leaving the coast devastated in their wake. Well, there wasn't much to devastate,
What a
but
glorious battle you guys had.
so,
You are boned.
I'm dead.
Boned. As well.
Okay.
Did we
You're gonna
win?
love me for this. Executive decision.
Rage quit.
Oh no.
We're gonna do this with a language change.
Welcome to this. Then we will speak in our native language for 10 minutes.
Hooray,
Yes.
I
So if
understand
whenever
that.
your language comes up, you will have to speak. Whenever your character comes up, you'll have to speak in your native language. If your native language is English, you will have to be speaking in gibberish.
Alternative.
Whatever other
Well, maybe we can also institute, hey, if you know a second language, you can use that instead.
I mean, to be fair, most people that have English as their native language usually don't know a second one. Oh, whatever. The 10 minutes start now. Die Sonne geht auf über einer Stadt im Chaos. Die Idioten aus dem Süden haben ihren Angriff letzte Nacht begonnen und seitdem haben sie nicht habe ich nichts gehört außer Schreie, Geheule und fucking hell. Und Schlachtenlärm. Die halbe Stadt ist in Flammen. Soldaten rennen hin und her. Panische Befehle werden gegeben. Ich habe mein Marschall seit letzter Nacht nicht gesehen. Vielleicht ist sie schon tot. Ja, whatever. Meine Ehrengarde sind in den Straßen außerhalb des Palastes. Sie bauen eine Barrikade und organisieren die letzte Verteidigungslinie. Wichtige Arbeit. Aber ich bin verwundbar ohne sie bei meiner Seite. Der Volkssturm wird gemustert. Der königliche Hof ist leer. Nur ich und mein Sohn. Geborgen in den Armen seines Kindermädchens. Seine Tränen geben mir geben mir Kopfschmerzen. Ich warte und sitze. Draußen werden die Schreie und der Schlachtenlärm wird lauter. Zu guter Letzt mein Spionagemeister kommt rein. Atemlos. Ihr Gesicht verunstaltet mit Rauch und Blut.
De er her snart. Deres Majestet, du må få på sadelen på hesten og rømme fra byen. Jeg vet om en hemmelig passasje.
Nein. Ich werde bleiben und kämpfen.
Da dør du. Det var fint å kjenne deg, Deres Majestet.
Und so schnell wie sie gekommen ist, ist sie auch wieder verschwunden. Na gut. Kein Schritt zurück. Ich laufe zum Stall, sattle mein Pferd und reite hinaus in die Straßen, Schwert in der Hand. Eine Reihe von schlachtgehärteten Südstaaten-Soldaten marschiert die Straße runter. Ihre stählerne Rüstung glänzt in dem Licht des Sonnenaufgangs. Grandy Rennemon führt sie an. ruft laut Befehle. Charge! Ich hau meinem Pferd die Sporen in die Seiten und und stürme vorwärts. Mein Schwert in der Hand. Es ist wunderschön, es ist glorious, es ist glamourös, ehrenvoll. Und es wird in die Geschichte eingehen. Es ist fast plötzlich vorbei. Dutzende Klingen zerteilen mich in Hundefutter und tausende schwere Stiefel marschieren über mich. Und es bleibt nur Paste über. Aber für einen kleinen Moment fühlte ich mich wirklich wie ein König. Oh yeah, because it's two people rebelling, so successor vote? Vote A or vote B? This is how you win.
Oh yeah, I can actually vote on this, I think.
Everyone can, I think.
Vote.
We support the hand on the Baron. Not sure why it's not ordered. Of course, Mars will be.
Yay, the Uwu reigns supreme.
And with that, King Eric's last doomed glorious charge against the Grandees would...
Hey, language changer is still active.
Okay. Und zu guter Letzt, König Eriks zum Scheitern verurteilter glorreicher Sturm gegen die Grandees geht in die Geschichte ein. Nicht unbedingt als eine schlaue Attacke, aber eine mutige. Als Belohnung. Als Belohnung für ihre Loyalität zum König, alle führenden Patrizier wurden enthauptet. In der Öffentlichkeit, die Überlebenden haben schworen Loyalität zur neuen Königin. Im Privaten schworen sie Rache. Die Barone sind der Rebellion mit den Grandees beigetreten, aber sie waren niemals ein wirklicher Anwärter auf die Krone. Die Grandees haben eine Rebellion gestartet, das den König vom Thron stieß und das Königreich verwüstet. Hinterher konnte niemand sie stoppen, den Thron zu nehmen und... Was? That's the wrong name.
Hä?
Niemand konnte sie stoppen, den Thron zu nehmen und Baldric wurde zum König gekrönt, umgeben von halbherzigen Rufen von der traumatisierten Bevölkerung. That's the wrong name.
Yeah,
it should be Peppy.
Yeah.
So yeah, this game lasted 3 years. I didn't have a spouse for most of it, though I did manage to get a child somehow. And my successor is Monarch Peppy. For the nobles, we have the wealthiest noble is Oven Zombies, and the poorest is Freya. Oh, okay. Not Zanok for once.
That is certainly surprising.
Authority's shit treasury is in very good shape for no particular reason. Okay, there's that.
We'll see how the game attempts to fix all of that in the next run.
So, I would absolutely love to play again next week. And we will continue this dynasty. Because one of the schemes that was added to the game with the Democracy Manifest is the successor scheme. So, the faction that won, the previous one, and installed their claimant, gets to stick to that claimant if they choose to do so. They don't have to. So yeah, thank you very much for participating in this game. I hope you had a lot of fun. I know I did, mostly. And to all the people that just recently joined, next week, Saturday, at 8 PM Central European Time, which is 3 hours ago. We will try to start. So mark that down in your calendar. Join the Discord server. There will be pings there. There will also be the a timestamp there that will be converted to your own time zone. So it's very easy and convenient. And I hope to see all of you there. And I would love to have a bigger round. So once again, thank you very much. Does any of you have some final thoughts?
The Emperor protects.
That's a good one to end.
Reign supreme.
Good night.